We affirm the oneness of all beings in the cosmos as we each manifest in our own unique and beautiful way to be on purpose to Spirit's calling. We acknowledge the interconnectedness and interbeing of all creation and commit to living and acting in harmony with this oneness in all ways, reverently loving Mother Earth and the web of all existence. We commit to living sustainably and healthfully in all ways, growing in our consciousness of care and showing up respectful to Earth and to all beings. Both personally and as a community, we say yes to the vibrancy of the planet and the evolving good of all creation. We express God in all our loving actions for the earth, for all people, and for ourselves. We express this love as the Christ. We light this Christ candle as a visible reminder of the presence of love that we are. That was my biggest obstacle, just so you know. Good morning and happy Mother's Day. I am Marie Baily, your service assistant today. Oh. Thank you, woohoo! And today our minister is...
Thank you. Hi, for those of you who may not know me, I'm Reverend Frank, the minister here at Unity of Bellingham. And my I don't know what the exact title is. What is it? It's in the bulletin. Sacred, Transforming, Fullness, Inclusive, Mother's Day, something like that. Anyhow, Sacred Mothers, yeah. So anyhow, we'll get to that. But it's kind of going to be a Mother's Day talk that is inclusive of many aspects of what it means to express the mother consciousness.
Our music ministry today welcomes Heart and Soul, our wonderful Heart and Soul, and we have an extra special guest. We have Jill Meadows, a nice treat today, playing the harp. So thank you for being here, all of you. I said heart and soul, but Frank, just, no, it's my first time, but okay. We are a joyful, evolving spiritual community committed to spiritual practices, compassionate service, and living on purpose. This is our mission statement. As a joyful, evolving, and spiritually conscious community, Unity of Bellingham celebrates the uniqueness of everyone, recognizing and welcoming each person as a beautiful expression of the one. Being inclusive and non-discriminatory, we acknowledge the divine presence in all of us and honor their positive presence, blessing, and contribution to the world. I open my heart to explore the divinity that is inherent within my body and my being. I respect and honor my body as the temple of the divine. I am not just this body, but the embodied spirit itself. I am not my thoughts or my emotions. I am the witness to all that is in passing. When I step into Christ consciousness, I step into sacred territory. I take this moment as an opportunity to transform all that holds me back from living in the light of the being that I am. If there is anyone who could use support and prayer, help them, hold them in your consciousness now, and feel free to speak their name out loud. And now take a deep breath in and settle back as we prepare for meditation. Close your eyes and quiet your mind. Be still. Let go of all thoughts, worry, and tension. Relax. Trust. Let go. Now breathe in fully and exhale with a deep sigh. And again, breathe in deeply. And as you exhale, relax your whole body down into the chair. Let earth hold and support you now. Feel a deep sense of contentment and peace beginning to well in your heart now. Now bring your breath into awareness and simply become aware of your natural breath pattern without trying to change it or control it. Just watch and observe the movement of the breath. You may find the breath to be fast or slow, or deep or shallow. Whatever is happening, simply relax and witness the breath. And if any thoughts come into the mind, just let them go and bring your attention back to the breath. Notice the belly rising on the inhale, falling on the exhale. Let go of that which you no longer need. Soften and release. Now feel the breath becoming very quiet, very still, almost non-existent. And allow your mind to melt into it, merge into oneness. Take entry deep into the body. Freed from restrictions of the mind, divine energy awakens. The energy body comes alive, flooding and feeding every cell, giving you a whole new level of vitality, strength, and courage. This is the nourishment of the Divine Mother. Feel it. From this moment on, allow yourself to shift from effort to grace. Let this spirit force work for you, manifesting as the divine in you, providing you with complete divine protection and guidance. Bathe in a complete sense of relief now. You have arrived. You are unburdened and free. A new sense of freedom, fulfillment, and joy filling your heart. Your body is luminous, radiant, emanating light from every pore of your skin, manifesting through your eyes. This energy field begins to extend beyond your body and spreads everywhere. Feeling completely at peace with yourself and the world that surrounds you. And know that you can return to this place anytime you want. This channel is now open and allows you to access it as often as you want. Feel your whole body and every cell vibrating at a whole new frequency, different from anything that you have ever known before. Now gently feel yourself beginning to come back to the room. Feel your body resting in the chair. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes.
May you always walk in sunshine, slumber warm when night winds blow. May you always live with laughter, for a smile becomes you so. May good fortune find your doorway. May the Bluebirds sing your song. May your troubles travel your way. May no worries stay too long. May your heartaches be forgotten. May no tears be spilled. May old acquaintance be remembered, and your cup of kindness filled. And may you always be a dreamer. May your wildest dream come true. May you find someone to love as much as I love you. May you always walk in sunshine, slumber warm when night winds blow. May you always live with laughter, for a smile becomes you so. May you always be a dreamer. May your wildest dream come true. May you find someone to love as much as I love you.
Everybody's softened up now. Hello. So today's Mother's Day. Actually, I was really certain of where this talk was going, and then, of course, thanks, Marie, for the meditation. I sort of changed it. Nothing like last minute, but it had to do with us being in the channel. And it occurred to me that it has to do with Mother's Day and mothering and being in the energy of that principle. So I want to share with you a prayer. And we've done it before, but what I notice is when we go to different places and you get a lot of unity people, like at a regional conference, everybody's saying the prayer different. So let me rehearse it with you really quick so that at least we can say it the same. And it's a prayer we could do for people or for all sorts of folks, or for systems or for places or for groups. And it goes, I love you, or we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you. And here's the part we get tripped up on. We behold the Christ that you are. Now, a lot of other people used to say, and I've said this too, we behold the Christ in you. The challenge of that was, well, I used to have a teacher when I was in ministry school. His name was Paul Hasselback. And whenever he would come into class, he'd pull this little red wagon full of toys. And in the wagon, he had like everything you can think of, he'd pull a toy out. And whenever we would do that prayer, he would pull out a hot dog bun. I think it was a dog toy. It would squeak, right? And it was a hot dog in a bun. And he'd go, you behold the Christ in you? Is it like this? Like a hot dog in a bun? Is it like it's in you but not you? Or it's kind of like stuck in you? I mean, how is the Christ in you? And so the words kind of trip us up. So he said, how about we stop saying the Christ in you? Because too many of us think, you mean like, the hot dog in the bun. Right? So I behold the Christ that you are. I behold the Christ that you are. That manifestation of that Christ energy. For some of you who are maybe newer to Unity, because I see a number of new people, the sense of using the word Christ, which is a Greek word, which essentially comes from a Hebrew and from the Aramaic, as Jesus would have known, it has to do with the sense of being anointed, being blessed, being called forward, being identified, being, I see you, and you are it. And this is the sense of the Christ. And so in Unity, we have the sense, and this is very, comes, if you read a lot of the New Testament writings and comes from Paul, we behold the Christ in all of you. It's your hope of glory in Colossians. It's in you. It's the thing of you that is the hope of glory. It is essential to all of us. And in the sense, it's not just our personhood with all of, our personality, I think is a better word, of just kind of how we show up. It's our individual, it's our deepest, most rooted identity of who we are. That thing that was breathed forward and called forward for each of us to show up and express in a unique way that no one else will express as ever or could ever express as, because we're that unique expression. And that unique divine expression we call the Christ. I behold the Christ that you are. And so today, being Mother's Day, we want to send some blessings. And we'll practice this. First off, it's Mother's Day, so I got to tell you something about my mom. Because Joan. And Joan grew up, we grew up in Chicago and spent most of my early life in Chicago. Until high school, we moved away. I moved to Iowa and then Arkansas. It's a long story. But most of my life and my mom's life was Chicago. She was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. Catholic all the way through. And on her transition, it was sad because it was right in the middle of COVID, like before vaccines, like at the early time where nobody was traveling. So they did her funeral on Zoom. And it just so happened, it was in Little Rock, Arkansas, Christ the King. The bishop was in town. There was 6 people in this big church because nobody was going out. If you remember those days, it was like shut down. So my couple of my sisters and their husbands and 2 other people were in this giant, 6 people. And the bishop said the mass. And we all went, man, if mom knew, and somehow she knows that the bishop was going to say her funeral mass. I mean, she'd be like going, made it. I made it. Yeah, I got the bishop. And now, mom, who grew up in Chicago, Illinois, has got a pope from her hometown, Chicago. And I was thinking, Mom, you've manifested, that's pretty cool. Yeah, getting to Chicago. And of course, the important thing is Cubs or White Sox, that's the big discussion. I'm a White Sox guy myself, so me and Leo got it going. The White Sox don't, but I think they're like 11-24 or something. Yeah, not off to a great start. Anyhow, we want to pray for moms. And so we want to just start off and holding a blessing for moms. And when I say that, let me start off with, first off, of course, our biological mother. The one who physically showed up and birthed us. We hold those moms in our consciousness. But not only our moms, this sense of we sit in this channel of manifestation. Because I only think of my mom, and maybe hold your mom in thought, but also your grandmas. And if you know them, your great-grandmas. And if you're aware of who they are, your great-great-grandmas. Going back in this channel of co-creativity, of giving life, of giving nurturing, of being in that energy, of coming forth, that long thread. And not only do I think of mom and grandmas, I actually think of Diane's mom and grandmas because they're part of my children's story. And so I think of Sandy as well as Joan and her grandmas and the photo albums their mom put together, the history, and knowing all those grandmas going and through all those levels. And not only for multiple generations, because we know, and science is showing us, that the energies, and what are you seeing? Owl? Eagle? Deer? Squirrels? Okay. JP was here the other day. There was 2 eagles sitting out here. Did you see them? Yeah. It's so much fun being up here because I see the eyes going, okay, what's... Saw a bobcat the other day over here. Yeah, that was fun. There's lots of stuff. By the way, they're our congregants, you know. Yeah, they're part of our community, right? Oh, well, that's the 3rd candle. Hold on, we'll get there. But going back to this energy of these mothers, and just to hold, just for a second to soften up this idea, because this we have some candles, and the first candle, this first blessing, is not only for the moms, the grandmas, the great-grandmas. We know, and our science is showing us, that what happened with them, the energies of these grandmas and these great-grandmas and the moms, all of this life, all of this energy, even sometimes any traumas, these flow down through the generations. And there is a great healing to be had for us and then for our children when we turn around and heal and bless those who came before us. And especially along these lines of family and along these lines of mother. And if you want to even soften a little bit more to hold this prayer, let's recognize that indeed we have our birth mothers, it's biological birth mothers, but I think we know that we've had other people who have acted as mother, our best friend's mom who helped us as a teenager, or that auntie, or that uncle, or that best friend who stayed with us when the kids were little. Well, they were like another mom, right? And so I want to hold this energy for all those moms, especially women, but maybe not only women. The mother energy, this feminine energy, could definitely be expressed through men, loosen up the gender constructs. And for all those women and the men who served us as mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, provided that nurturing, loving, forgiving, all-accepting, kind energy of generosity and creativity and nurturing. Let's send them out a prayer. If you want to put your hand on your heart, and maybe put your other hand up in the air and just say, to all of those who acted, who served, who loved us as mothers going back generations. Ready? We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ that you are. And now we'll switch the energy a little bit. We started with our mothers, and we've blessed those in our lineage and all the mothers and all that mothering energy. And now I'm looking at mothers here today and all the mothering energy and all those who show up, whether you're giving a mother biological or sharing mothering energy in any way, men and women, with others who are peers or who are younger. And not only do I want to bless the mothers that are here today, I want to bless us in the sense and hold the energy that what we do as people of generosity and caring and kindness and all the, and I don't want to define what mother is to you, hold it in your own energy of the beauty and the self-sacrifice and this beautiful nurturing energy of mother. And not only bless everyone here who shares that mother energy, who gave birth, who acted as mother, who still acts as mother, but also want to bless our daughters, in our children, in our daughters-in-law, and the daughters, granddaughters, great-granddaughters, and great-great-great-granddaughters who aren't even here yet. We are in this lineage. We're in this channel. We're in this channel of blessing that extends. And by blessing the previous generations, that healing, that blessing flows down. We think of time as linear, but in the divine mind, that's not true. It's this all presence. And we can bless those who go before us, and we can send a blessing out to the generations that follow. And call ourselves to this energy that says we are going to be the blessing, and we may never know. We may never know what the actions we take today and the blessings we give each other and how that flows down through generations of our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Yeah. So we give a blessing to the mothers who are present and the mothers that are coming, whether that means birthing as mothers or just being the mother energy to other people. Because this is the stuff that's flowing down and changing the world. Let's acknowledge how potent we are in the story that leads to the future. I say future. We have this understanding it's a future, but in the mind of God, it's an ever-present now. So for mothers that are here, for our daughters, granddaughters, great-granddaughters, daughters-in-law, and all of those men and women and also men who act as mother and will act as mother and showing up to mother this world, and put your hand on your heart, and maybe you can lift your other hand. For all of you, we say, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ that you are. We did a visioning the other day, and I want to talk about that in a minute. But really occurred to me, one of the beautiful things that it just kind of makes me laugh, right? I was born in 59. Unity Church of Truth was started in 58. This church, this spiritual center, this community, this expression, this manifestation that we call Unity of Bellingham was here. It's almost like, I was born in 59, but there's a pregnancy period, right? And it just strikes me as interesting that when this church started, so did I. And it's kind of wild when I think about it. And then I showed up, and I get ordained and come here. It's like, were you waiting for me all this time? Yeah. And there's this sense that Unity of Bellingham was, it was in many ways, whatever you think. I don't think of Unity of Bellingham as a building. We've got one, yay, that's good. Usually I think yay until the roof leaks, then I go, ugh. But grateful. But it's more than just a building, of course, and a board and its activities. It's got a soul. Unity of Bellingham has got a soul, like other organizations. And sometimes when and part of the energy, and we did this in the visioning, is not just wondering, asking a very deep question is as a ensouled entity, as an ensouled manifestation of the divine, as an expression of the Christ, as a spiritual expression, what is our soul calling us forward to be and to do? And in many ways, then, I think of Unity of Bellingham as part of that mothering journey. Nurturing and holding and generating and giving and being available and accepting just as we are. Yeah. And not only has it been happening to the best of its ability in its evolutionary way and to the way that it's just sort of emerging and unfolding and evolving and calling forth, it's been doing it for 67 years. And who knows? I see that maybe it'll keep doing it for another 50, 60, 70, 100 years. I don't know. It has a life. It has a soul. It has an expression. And what it's doing is it's nurturing us and asking us in turn to nurture it right back. And so I want to offer a prayer for this expression called Unity of Bellingham. Is it a prayer for something else? Is it a prayer only for the people here? Does it include all the people over the last 70 years? Does it going to include people for the next 70 years? Yes. Is Unity of Bellingham the mother we're praying for? Or are we the mothering energy that's creative and nurturing and caring, that's giving forward the energy, the mothering energy to the community, to each other, to the greater world, to this unfolding, to the universe, to the earth? Are we that mothering energy called Unity of Bellingham? Yes, and yes. So if you put your hand on your heart and maybe hold your other hand up, our dear mothering energy, this creative, nurturing, life-giving energy that we call unity of Bellingham. You ready? We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ that you are. For unity of Bellingham. Now here's one. 2 more candles. You're tracking here, right? Here's another one. I want to say a prayer. Now, stick with me on this one. I want to say a prayer for Jesus, which might shock many people, because for a lot of us, you don't say a prayer for Jesus, you pray to Jesus, right? Yeah, well, we're unity. And I want to suggest, and for maybe those who are a little newer, that Jesus, an important person in the tradition of unity, the great way shower, the great rabbi, the great teacher, the person who has through the regeneration of their life has expressed a powerful manifestation of the Christ energy that we feel, we get in the vibration of. He said, here is a way to be alive. I'm going to send you forth a vibration. Match this. As best you can, match that. Vibrate in harmony with me. You don't have to do what I did. That's not the point. It's not doing what I did. You don't live in the year 0 in Palestine. You live in 2025 in Bellingham. So you're not going to do what I did, but match the energy. Match the flow. Feel this channel of the Christ energy that I expressed. Express it. Don't call me Lord. Call me your teacher. Call me your friend. Let's do this together. And I'm going to say, why would you include Jesus as a mother? Ooh. So without going into great detail, which could be another day, I'm just going to give you a couple examples. If you go back and look at the great Sophia tradition in Judaism, the great tradition that included not only a sense of a father God, but a mother wisdom. And so much of the language from the Hebrew scripture, like in Sirach and in Proverbs and in other elements where you see this long thread of this tradition of the divine feminine, the feminine wisdom, the mother wisdom that was there in the Hebrew tradition. And Jesus embodied that very tradition, used it in many of his parables and stories and words. And indeed, my reference for this is a great mystic. Her name is Hildegard of Bingen. Hildegard of Bingen. I think Hildegard, Meister Eckhart, these great mystics through the centuries are really precursors to unity. I call them, they weren't unity didn't exist. But if you ask me, they were in the thread. They were in the channel. These are the people we go back to over and over. Eric Butterworth, Charles Fillmore, Myrtle Fillmore. They were going back to this mystical thread. And one of the things that Hildegard said is, you can see that in the end, even in Jesus' death, she called it like the birth pains of new life, the birth pains of the regeneration. In so many ways, seeing the life of Jesus as a life of a mother. Not only that, and here's something that's fascinating. At the Last Supper, what we call the Last Supper, it's in most of the Gospels. I'm thinking of Gospel of John, where Jesus says to the students, as the rabbi says to the students, you need to, from me, take this and eat of me. Because my body is real food. Mystical, huh? Mystical language. What does that mean? So I ask you a question. When does one human being tell another human being, eat of me, food? When does that happen? What? Mama. Breastfeeding. In that last moment when the disciples were worried and they were in Jerusalem and things were ending, Jesus says, you can eat of me because I am really food. It's an image of a mother feeding their children. Jesus, the Sophia, Jesus, the alignment with wisdom, Jesus, the alignment of the feminine energy of the divine, Jesus, the great breastfeeder. Jesus, the great breastfeeder. So let's pray for Jesus. Put your hand on your heart and lift your hand. On Mother's Day, Rabbi Jesus, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ that you are. We behold the Christ so much in the great teacher. Many people even give him the name Jesus, the Christ, or Jesus Christ. We behold the Christ. And what was in that Christ nature? Mothering. Happy Mother's Day, Jesus. Didn't see that coming, did you? Got one more. Isn't this fun? Like Mother's Day. Done Unity way. Okay, one more candle. And I thought I should get another candle. Maybe you guys can make one up. And you keep going after this. Do your own, right? But here's one more. The great life giver of all life givers, the great mother of all, is our very Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Mother Nurturer. And I know for me as a child, I was tough on my mom. I was tough, yeah. Does that surprise you? Probably not. My mom used to say to me, I'm done. Just wait till your father gets home. He'll deal with you. Which kind of made me happy. It's like, Dad ain't going to do anything. It's Mom. She was the tough one, you know? I'm like, it's just going to be Dad, you know? But the mothers and how they take and take sometimes and still give back in love and nurturing and kindness. And so we look at Earth, and it's funny how just this, not funny, but isn't it amazing? And we could say Father Earth too, and that would be fine, the principles. But it's this nurturing feminine principle that really creates this nice feminine masculine value that's giving and nurturing and constantly giving. And so we look out, and so much a part of this community, I think, part of just in unity and part of who we are, but I think Unity of Bellingham, I sense that we've been fed because we sit here with this beautiful piece of earth that smiles in the window at us and smiles all around us and says, I am here to love you, and we are here to love me back. And so the question is not so much, do we pray for Mother Earth as our mother? Yes. Can we be the mother, humanity, the mother to tend our earth right back? Can the Mother Earth to all human beings and all of nature is one way of looking at it, and all of human beings and all of nature mothering Earth, our beautiful planet, right back? Which way is it? Yeah. And so often we think of Mother Earth like Earth is all in charge, and it is. It's pretty potent. But we can't underestimate the potency of human consciousness and its power to impact the earth itself. Through our science, through our technology, through our chemicals, through our carbon, through our way we use energy, through the things we have done, we have made a huge impact on earth. So I think, and I'm asking, and perhaps we should consider to stop thinking of Mother Earth in the sense that she's the mother and we're the children, and we might want to also think that we can adopt a more caring and nurturing attitude ourselves in our consciousness as humanity to turn around and mother the earth and all the creatures and all the beautiful expressions of the divine throughout the natural world. We can be mother to the earth instead. So it's a circle. It's an interbeing. Earth is mother to us. We are mother to earth. So let's say a final blessing. And you put your hand on your heart and maybe put your hand up. And this is a blessing to the mothering energy of our planet, both our planet that mothers us and all of humanity that creates and lives and responds in mother consciousness back to the natural world that we have energy and impact on. May we be nurturing, caring, loving, tender, giving back to be in harmony with all. Mother Earth, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ that you are. There's my 5 candles. And maybe you have another that you can do at your home. And think and expand this idea of mothering. Expand it beyond just the narrow, the important piece of the home. Think it through generations. See it through all of nature. See it in all ways and all things that harmonize. And I did want to give, I'm going to save this for the announcements. One other piece. Let's call that good. I like the tables. So if you wouldn't mind, maybe close your eyes just for 1 second. This talk has been as much of an opportunity for blessings as a talk. And we've lit all our candles and we've sat in the energy of mothering and birth mothering and the energy of mothering, the women who have been the mothers, even the men who have shared mothering energy. And just sit in that energy for a minute in gratitude, in blessing. Feel into the expansiveness in gratitude for that mothering energy through time, through space, through experience, through our knowledge. Just sit with that in a moment of silence. Yeah, in the silence. Of course, we always have something to eat right after. It's Earth Care right after. So for those you know, we're going to do a little bit of moving some plants after service, getting ready for September 17th. So I want to tell you just a couple things about September 17th. For those you don't know, the Northwest Regional Conference is going to be here. So what I did is I put up this is a table of all the teams that are doing things to get ready for that conference in 4 months. If you want to know what they all are and what they're all doing, this is posted on the bulletin board. I'm not going to go over it all right now, but there is like a volunteer conference prep team, an inside environment team, an outside earth care team, a build a new signage team, a parking lot and a setup team, and a conference prep team, and also a high watch team, a team that is just forming to hold the conference and what's happening in prayer. I also, and we'll talk about this when I got more time, we did a visioning meeting, and the highlights from that visioning meeting, I've broken up into 3 categories, which have to do with unity, which is a safe, a calm, and an ecological sanctuary. Also, that diversity is welcome here, and we support all of us, each other, as sacred expressions of the Christ. And finally, part 3 is a discussion about how we are looking at expanding service things and ways we do our service to add certain kinds of variety, and we talked about all sorts of ways. Playing harp at service is certainly one way to add some variety to the service.